came up with theme music for this. Birdie, birdie, birdie.
We're already live.
Birdie, birdie. Murder.
Hey everybody, this is a review of the 7th episode, the eighth episode of The Last of Us, titled "When We Are in Need." Why are you smiling like that?
I'm happy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey. I'm Alex.
I think they know that by now, but I'm Justin.
You are.
Yeah. So,
all right. So the episode.
Don't look at my notes.
I can't even see that. I'm not wearing my glasses.
Fair point.
When we are in need. I like this episode. I actually thought it was quite. Who am I kidding? I loved it. It was amazing. I can't. I actually was reading some stuff online where they felt the episode was rushed. I actually felt like the pace was perfect. The actor, Scott Shepherd, I think his name was, who portrayed David, I think gave a menace to him that you felt even from the game. And Troy Baker, who the voice of Joel in the game, being there too.
The thing about David is they made him, in my opinion, significantly more creepy than he was in the game.
Yeah, because now you're insinuating he wanted to be Ellie's mate.
And he was creepy as fuck.
I think the actor gave an excellent performance. And apparently he's been in a few things. He was in El Camino. I don't know if you saw that one. He was in one of the Bourne movies, but he is a really, really creepy in this episode, and he hides behind what most do, religion.
But that is a topic that we've said we were going to leave off for this channel. Politics and religion.
Yeah.
But he's creepy, but I know. I thought in the beginning when he's like doing the girls crying or whatever like that, he handled it differently than I thought it was. He was real creepy about it.
Yeah, and then he just straight up smacks her.
Oh yeah, he walked up and gave that bitch that 1-2 smackaroo.
It was just one.
But
there was two sounds. One sound hitting her from top to the
that and then thud.
They got
It's
stroke.
not. You have a father. And I'm like, well, she got creepy.
But let me ask you this question. So the meat of obviously
100%.
was people meat. Was that her father?
Yes, that's
her.
I had that in my notes.
This is venison.
Where do I have that at? Oh yeah, I said it's crazy knowing that the woman and the woman and that girl was eating her husband and father.
Yeah.
Like, here's your father, eat him.
That scene with them and with him and Ellie in the beginning, it was so good because it's torn directly from the game. That scene and just the creepiness when she finds out who he is. But if you think about it, they encountered them. Instead of there being, what was that lady's name? Kathleen?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it being her and her crew in the city, I believe it was David's men also that were trying.
Well, his men, the scene they were focused to was when they killed his men was at the university.
This time, yeah. But I think in the game, a lot of the men were part of his group.
No, well, the city in the Pittsburgh, they were the hunters. That's what they were referred to as.
Yeah, but he was the hunters.
Oh, I thought they were just the cannibals.
So the only thing really missing was I think in the game you had a big infected attack.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle, but that's the game. I think
where's Ellie and David?
I think I'm sitting here thinking, they're like kind of speeding through when in reality that's just the natural progression. Because in the game there's a lot of levels of you just doing, killing infected or stuff. I think my only gripe is we haven't seen a lot of the infected.
That's my very last point. Is I do wish they showed more infected. Like, I wish we saw more.
Because we saw mainly, in the first episode you saw some, but you've never really seen them up close besides maybe episode 5?
Episode 2 you saw the clickers.
Yeah, the one clicker, but I'm talking about just.
We saw the clickers, and that's the one where ain't that the episode where she died?
The second episode, yes.
Yeah, so you saw the horde of infected, and then you saw the clickers in the second episode.
I'm trying to think of what episode you saw the big ones come out of the ground. I think that was episode 5, when you saw the bloater also.
Yes, episode 5.
That was excellent.
Episode 5, Endure and Survive.
Yes. This show is emotionally, it gets you, you know? Because at the end, after she killed David, when Joel, went to her, and that whole, it's okay, baby girl.
And that's like the first time he has probably said baby girl since his daughter died.
A lot of times when people say like baby girl, that makes you cringe, but this felt like
baby girl, you stay on my
genuine.
Never mind. Yeah.
But Pedro, his acting was excellent, even with him laying in a bed, dying of infection. And once again, his torture scene taken directly from the game.
Yeah.
Was fucking amazing.
Yeah. I have that in there too, somewhere in here. Oh yeah, I love that they showed the interrogation scene and like the tactic, and I like the fact it's bro, because if you listen, you heard like the knife moving in his kneecap.
Oof.
It was so awesome.
I've heard that could probably be the most painful thing in the world.
And then he was like, "But no, the man." He's like, "I believed him." Clink.
Yeah, that was badass. The only issue I had with that is I wish Pedro's hair wasn't all over the place. I don't know why.
Well, he was hurt.
I get it, but I was like, comb.
My thing is Joel is a badass. Like, even though he's like sicking on death's door, which I mean, it's realistically wouldn't have happened, but as far as TV show goes, it was cool as fuck.
Well, I think those guys are weak too, because basically I don't think they've eaten. They're probably very malnourished, and I've heard over time
they would be stronger than Joel.
You eating people meat.
But my thing is, he went from barely moving to now he's just gone.
Yes.
And he just stabbed that dude in the back of the neck. Yeah.
That was a great episode, though.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, a lot of people feel like it's rushed, but I don't feel like that at all. I feel like it was a natural progression, and I feel like they're hitting all the right points.
Yeah.
I think Bella is coming into her own as Ellie.
I will just realize I've been deleting my stuff, and I haven't deleted any other, but it's fine. Yeah, she's being. I did like the fact that they kept the scene kind of the same of like Ellie sneaking around and having to like sneak attack David.
Yeah,
I like the fact that they kept that in there. His mag wasn't full at all. Like when he's shooting her and she's running, he fired like 5 times, and then his gun was empty.
We'd already shot probably a few times.
I guess, but I don't.
I missed her bow and arrow.
Did you read my note?
No, I can't see that. I literally cannot see that.
Well, I do have that. I wish they were using the bow more in the show.
Because I get it.
Because that's what I used. Like the entire game, I used nothing but the bow and shiv.
But I get it. I understand.
But I wish they did. It would be cool. Just.
I should probably find season 2 bow and arrow. There's also a flamethrower you find at one point in the game, but I understand why they couldn't use that either.
I didn't use the flame. I don't think I used the flamethrower once.
I found it at the last level, so the whole time I'm trying to get Ellie out of the hospital, I'm just burning bitches.
Oh, I found it at the university.
Yeah.
Like in the very beginning of the university.
R.I.P. Horse.
R.I.P. Horse.
That was an intense.
Because it was definitely going to get 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Those people waste nothing.
Mm-mm.
It's always funny, in the apocalypse, you always have that one band that it's just like cannibalism.
Yeah, the thing is, though, I could still hear a little bit of Joel.
Yeah.
In James, a.k.a. Troy Baker's voice.
And one thing he said, I heard it.
Yeah, like when he's out there talking to David Sutter, is that doubt I hear? And he's like, no, there was peace. I'm talking about you, James. I heard it a little bit in that scene. That was good. I didn't have to do my boy Troy like that.
I mean, I could eat you, probably.
But it's nothing but fat on this body.
You know I eat the fat.
That is true. I'll be okay, though.
Survivor.
You couldn't do it. You couldn't eat me. You can act tough for the camera, but I know for a fact you couldn't do it. Maybe someone else, but not me.
No, not emotionally, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, no, emotionally, I'd be like, I miss you.
You wouldn't do it. But that's crazy. I don't know.
I mean, they didn't do him dirty. He
Well,
did
they
a character. I mean, he played the character.
Guess. But
he was happy.
My thing is, do you think David was always a rapist? Because like when she's fighting, he's like, "That's the part I like."
He was a teacher, so.
That's what I'm saying. So do you think he was always a rapist and all that stuff? So, or do you think like all the people following him and the power got to his head,
I think,
and he like getting off on the power?
I think he had, when he was real world, before the apocalypse, I feel like he had the thoughts, but I feel like after the apocalypse, he used that as a way to justify his violent tendencies. I feel like he's always been like that deep, dark person, never acted on it, but always thought it. But then, like,
Now
when
it's
the
just
apocalypse
chaos.
happens, it's like, what? Who's gonna stop me?
Fuck around and find out.
Because there ain't.
He found
you
out.
guys in that today.
It do be like that sometimes. I don't know.
Because I think, like, he in the power too, probably, yeah.
That's crazy.
But what is that? Venison.
Mm-hmm.
It's not venison.
It was just, I don't know. It was a good episode though. I really like that, and I can't wait for next week. Next week's episode, because you saw this the scene of him going to the hospital with the gun.
The only thing that bothers me is that I wish it was 10 episodes.
That doesn't.
I don't know. It's the round number for me.
I do like the round number.
Even number. Because everything doesn't
I
matter.
do like the
Tulsa
even
King
number.
did it 9. I don't get it.
I don't know.
You might as well make season 2 like 20 episodes. There's a lot of ground to cover.
Here's the thing though. I don't know. Do you think season 2 is going to jump directly into the second game?
Depends on when they do it. Because they've been doing now, they do like 2 years in the future now. Because what House of the Dragon was last year, and now it's got to wait till 2024 for it to happen. Which we would have reviewed that if it is, but we'll probably do season 2. Ain't no probably about it. We're going to do it.
Okay. We were supposed to do have an episode up when this one came up of us doing season 3
Mandalorian.
of The Mandalorian. But I forgot to watch it. I actually didn't have time to watch it. Because, yeah, I was sleeping. I drove like 6 hours yesterday, so I was tired. We're lucky I got The Last of Us in. But, so that one will be next week probably.
Yeah.
And then probably a review of Ant-Man.
Quantumania.
Quantumania.
And then March 24th, we got John Wick 2.
Yes. I want to watch Inside too, though. There's quite a few movies coming out this month I want to watch.
So the episode was good. The acting was excellent. The action was on point.
Mm-hmm.
We love the changes they make, and we also love the parallels to the game. We believe that whoever has this is in the right hands, working it now.
But see, I want to know if they're going to go directly into season 2. I mean, game 2, or if they're going to have like just do something extra to keep Pedro.
Because Pedro's there. That's the guy right now.
That's the bread.
He's the hottest.
That's the bread and butter.
Yeah, I mean, this dude's everywhere. Mandalorian,
Narcos.
Narcos is over.
But he was in Narcos.
He's a busy man.
He was in some movie. He was in a lot of movies.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive
But
Talent.
I just saw him in something I didn't know he was in.
Kingsman, The Golden Circle.
No.
No, I'm just saying movies he's in.
Oh, let me see.
They're excellent films because of him. He is the highlight. Well, actually, Nicolas Cage highlighted that one, but he doesn't.
Oh, The Unbearable Weight.
I guess he's famous on TikTok now because they're doing those
You were talking about
scenes.
the You were talking about Kingsman, and you said Nicolas Cage. So
Nicolas Cage was not in Kingsman: The Golden Circle, but he was as Whiskey, and he. Was
I didn't know he was in
excellent.
Wonder Woman,
I didn't finish that one.
1984. I haven't seen it at all.
From what I've seen of him, he was good.
He was in The Great Wall. I don't remember that.
I haven't seen that one.
Triple Frontier. He was good in.
Not a movie you think action packed. It's not that action packed. It's a movie about greed.
It's a good movie though.
But quit when you're ahead is the moral of the story there.
Yes. He was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
And Equalizer 2.
Oh, villain.
Yeah. The only bad thing is I'm only going to kill you once.
I was just thinking about that.
Graceland. I knew he was in.
I never saw that.
Oh, he wasn't in Graceland.
I never saw that.
Oh, actually, I never saw
What is
Graceland.
Graceland?
Yeah, I have. He wasn't in Graceland.
What is Graceland?
He might have been into a show about undercover cops. Like, not cops, but like undercover people in general.
Undercover.
It was really good. The Mentalist.
Never seen.
That's good. But yeah, it's really good. He was a good looking man, though.
His daddy.
The internet's slutty daddy. The slutty daddy father.
We are podcasting's slutty daddies.
Trending. Lean forward.
I feel like I look weird when I lean forward.
You look the exact same. It's
like I'm on top.
It's a better view when we're closer.
Mm. He always gets annoyed so easily.
I want to say easily. Stop staring at yourself.
I can't look. I'm so pretty.
Okay.
I got my hair cut. Anyone? Are we still on, or is?
No, yeah, we're live.
Destroyed everything.
No, we're still live. But yeah, the episode. This was, I think, one of the best episodes so far. I really liked it.
Yeah, I'd actually say so. I like the snowy atmosphere.
Yeah, because I miss snow.
For some reason, snow always makes me happy. But I'm not actually the one with them in Jackson with his brother. That was like Pedro's.
Oh, that monologue he gave in the boot shop.
And the whole, you don't know what loss truly is. Even though she does. She does understand loss.
You have no idea what loss is.
Yeah. And I think the girl who played Ellie is going to be in the next episode. Well, not that plays Ellie now, but in the game.
Ashley Johnson, yes.
Ellie's mother.
Yes, she's in the next episode.
Isn't it crazy to think
you saw a snippet of her in the trailer thing for the next episode?
On the baby.
She was the one crawling across the floor when the infected was coming in.
Baby.
Yes. It was really good, though. But yeah, so tune in next week, and we'll be covering the season finale. We'll probably do a review of The Mandalorian. How many episodes of that we'll do?
8.
No, I meant like how many we'll cover in one episode.
I mean, probably 2.
Well, to be sure, we're probably going to watch. Oh yeah, we can't because I'm thinking it's whole out. It's not. They're releasing it every week. So yeah, probably 2. And then might have an Ant-Man. We'll have an Ant-Man at some point, but whether it'll be next week or not, I don't know.
Fuck around. We may review House of the Dragon season 1.
Or season 7 of Game of Thrones, since you've yet to see it.
You always gotta throw it in my face.
I'm just saying, you call yourself a fan, you've not seen all the seasons.
Okay, I never said I was a hardcore fan.
Yeah, but you make it sound like you are. And you've not seen all the seasons like a real fan.
And yet you'll play Hogwarts Legacy, and you've never once seen a Harry Potter movie.
That's not true. I've seen the first one, The Chamber of Secrets.
No.
That's not.
Sorcerer's Stone is the first one.
I knew that.
Chamber of Secrets is the second.
I saw the first one because they shoved the wand up the troll's nose.
When'd you see it?
Buddy.
Read the books. No, he will not read the books. And you tell him, listen to an audiobook online. Or, no, in his car when he drives. But then he'll listen to The Lord of the Rings.
And I've read The Lord of the Rings. Because Lord of the Rings is significantly better, in my opinion.
Okay, in your opinion. But see, this is the thing about opinions, is everyone can have opinions. You just haven't...
But everyone, sometimes they're wrong.
And this is... people that have met us wonder why we argue.
They don't wonder why we argue. They know why we argue. That's because that's what we do.
Toxic.
There was one time he got the vid and was out of work, and we hadn't seen each other in a week, a little over a week.
About a week, yeah.
And almost upon seeing each other again for the first.
I didn't come over that Monday, did I?
No. Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm talking about the Monday, and then the very next day you were sick. So yeah, you didn't.
Yeah.
So we saw each other we saw each other Monday, and then we didn't see each other again until the following Wednesday. And almost within a matter of seconds, I'd say 2 minutes, I'd give it 2 solid minutes of us seeing each other again for the first time, immediately started arguing, like off rip. Well, we had to make up some time.
Because you were being dumb about something.
I wasn't being dumb. I was asking a question.
You drink your wine.
No, for YouTube purposes, it's apple juice.
Apple. Why?
Sometimes YouTube be getting funny duddy about people drinking in their videos.
That's weird, but okay.
So it's apple juice.
And this is hot dog flavored water. It's a Limp Bizkit CD.
It's coffee.
We love you all.
Yeah.
This is the one thing about us we review.
One thing about us, you got to pause
One
for dramatic effect. One thing about us,
we review.
we review.
No. One thing about us,
We review.
we review. No.
One thing about us, we review.
We review. You fucked it up.
You fucked it up.
We
I said on
review.
3, you didn't do it. Anyway,
1,
just
2, 3, we review.
okay.
One thing about us,
We review. Close. That's probably the closest we're going to get unless we have an actual timer.
All right. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
Stay sexy.
Stay classy. We're just going.